honest, it was more of a photo op, you know, put on the mask, you know, finger the slaughterhouse, that kind of thing. But, you know, it's tough times for animal rights, tough times for animal activism, you know, with crowds, you know, people don't want to be in a crowd. You know, the thing is, too, if you want to do outreach, you know, you got to put on the old face diaper and all that kind of stuff. Or if you're not wearing it, then it becomes about that. So it's, you know, it's tough trying to talk to people. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I stood in front of a Marshall stack blasting out heavy metal for years, and my hearing's not what it used to be. So people are trying to talk to me, you know, with a mask on, it's all muffled, and, you know, often sounds like the teacher from, I don't know if you guys remember the Peanuts, that Charlie Brown, or is the teacher saying, wah, 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 wah. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So for me, as far as like outreach and animal rights and animal activism, a lot of it's just kind of mostly online at this point, you know, just making stupid little videos, or not even stupid videos, fun videos, and, you know, showing some of the vegan food that I eat and cook. But I did get out there last Thursday, went to the slaughterhouse, and unfortunately I didn't have a chance to bear witness, but planning to go back next Thursday in a few days. Have a few friends that might want to come and join me as well. So that's going to be good, you know. Veganism, yeah, it's not all just about, you know, tofu scrambles and cupcakes. You know, it's about, at least in my mind, it's about getting out there, bearing witness, and trying to educate the people on the, you know, the real fact of what factory farming is, and, you know, and what our dietary choices cost the animals, and it costs them dearly. It costs them everything they have. So, you know, as much as I can help spread that message, that's kind of what I'm going to do. And, you know, I've never claimed to be, you know, like the most eloquent person out there, or not even the second most. I might be the third most eloquent person, but, you know, who's counting? The cat's scratching up something out there. But yeah, so I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Is anybody here watching that's an actual vegan, or interested in the concept of veganism? Newfie Girl, 1100. Any vegans out on the East Coast there by any chance? Or a lot of fishing communities. Actually, I've got a video on this channel about my commercial fishing experience back in the 90s. I spent the summer on a commercial fish boat, and saw I'd participated in a lot of, I don't know, you could almost call them atrocities, I guess, you know, animal cruelty for sure. You know, it's hard to really call fishing, especially commercial fishing, anything other than what it is. You know, it's the rape of the ocean, and I've seen it firsthand. So I don't know. I speak a lot of stuff from experience. I mean, I've never worked in a slaughterhouse, but I've seen enough video footage of inside slaughterhouses, and I have been inside a slaughterhouse, you know, sort of investigating, taking a look around. And it's a hell of a place. I mean, imagine spending your last moments of your life in such a cold, you know, hostile environment, and, you know, watching your friends, your brothers, your sisters, you know, being killed in front of you, knowing that that's going to happen next. I mean, nobody deserves to have their lives end like that, you know. So that's why I went vegan. I've been vegan about 7 years now, and no plans to ever go back. It's you know, it's a lot easier now to be a vegan than it was 7 years ago. There's a lot of good products out there, like Gardein and Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat makes a really good sausage. I'm on this kind of bender right now where I cook up pierogies with this Beyond Meat sausage and some onion or mushrooms and whatever else I happen to have, broccoli. It's delicious. It's epic. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And yeah, she's not really a captive audience here tonight, I can see, but it is what it is. You know, it's I never claimed to be, you know, an expert at social media or whatever. I just do what I can, you know, say my piece, speak from experience, and that's the best I can do. I wish I knew how to flip this camera around so that people could see it the right way you're supposed to be looking at it, but that's probably an advanced move as well. So yeah, what do we got? Oh, flip camera. Nope, mirror video. Let's see. Oh, there we go. See, it ain't that hard. That's the thing, guys. This stuff is pretty user-friendly. Like, I had no idea 2 seconds ago how to mirror my camera, and then I just talked about it, and I thought, how can I mirror my camera? Then I pressed a button, and now it's mirrored. I mean, like, wow, like, Jesus is fucking awesome. fucking A, man. But what are you guys up to? Hat Cowboy, Dawn to Goat. You listening to some Maiden tonight? You listening to some fucking drinking fucking juice out of a metal goblet like I am? I only drink out of metal goblets now. If you don't drink out of a metal goblet, you ain't shit. Yeah, no, it's a goblet or nothing. You know, who the fuck is drinking out of glasses in 2021? If you're still drinking out of glasses in 2021, you're a fucking idiot. No, you gotta have a goblet. So that's where I'm at with goblets. Where are you guys at with goblets? Anyway, yeah, so I'm talking animal rights here and goblets and South Park. I found that poster in my closet, so I thought I'd put it up. I hope you don't think that that's up on my wall all the time. I put that up because I've had it 20 years and I thought it'd be pretty cool for a background. I don't know, half those characters probably not even in the show anymore. Who knows? Who cares? But yeah, so Dr. Psycho, that sounds like a... Dr. Psycho's a vegan for sure, I can guarantee you that. How long you been vegan, Dr. Psycho? You fucked off already. I don't blame you. Just talking a bit of shit here, talking animal rights, talking veganism, talking South Park, talking metal goblets. Hey, Source of Fury, how's it going? Hope you're having a good last tail end of your weekend, wherever you're at. Yeah, I was just sort of talking about last Thursday when I was at the pig slaughterhouse, and you know, did a little video out there and bared witness, and good, glad to hear it. You know, so I don't know. We could talk about animal rights. We could talk about whatever the hell you want. We could talk. I was talking goblets a minute ago. Some people just showed up, and I was talking about my metal goblet, and how in 2021 I only drink out of goblets. So if you have any spare goblets, please, metal ones only. This one has an Iron Maiden logo on it. Fuck, I suck at this. I suck at social media. Like, it's no wonder I've only got like so little followers. Like, I literally wanted to show you guys my goblet, and it's like right here, and I couldn't get it in the frame. Like, look at this. What the fuck? What is it? Okay, there you go. Boom. That's a metal goblet, guys, in case you didn't know. So, yeah, 2021, I'm only going to drink out of metal goblets. Pomegranate juice. So, anyway, who else here is a vegan? I'm trying to get my finger pointing. Who's a vegan? That is nice, lol. Thanks, Angel. Yeah, it's all about the goblet. Do you have a goblet, Angel? If so, is it metal? And if it's metal, does it have a metal band logo on it? I've got 2 Iron Maiden metal goblets, but that's pretty much all I've got goblet wise. I'm looking to like increase my goblet collection in 2021. So far, I'm at 2. So 2 is better than I had in 2020. 2020, I had 0. My goblet level was way down. Especially when you get into like metal goblets. So yeah. Well, there's my Kiss calendar. I swapped out the Tommy Thayer for some silly picture of a guy from a Mad magazine. Because Tommy Thayer is like an imposter. Even though I would totally take that gig. It's like if someone said, hey, you can make hundreds of dollars a day impersonating the best guitar player that ever lived, Ace Frehley, I'd be like, yeah, I'd take that gig. But then when my buddies made fun of me for taking it, I'd be like, yeah, I don't blame you for making fun of me. But I think I got some in my basement with a bunch of metal candle holders. Awesome. Right on. Right on. I don't know why. Sick. You know, there's no explanation needed when it comes to metal goblets or metal candle holders. They just are. They just are. That's all that matters, as long as they exist. But yeah. So, anyways, let's get back to Tommy Thayer. He's he's an imposter. I just thought it would be funny to kind of put, tape that picture over top. Yeah, it's funny to me, anyways, guys. I don't know. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock. Something early in the morning, anyways. Here, pretty beat up, but I just thought, you have the opportunity to make a live video. You got the South Park picture. You got a metal goblet. Thought you can't breathe. How come you can't breathe? Yvonne, tell me what's going on there. Tell me what's going on. Like, what is it? The air quality? Are you near a like some sort of a rendering plant? I know sometimes when I go by the rendering plant, it's hard to breathe just because it's so obnoxious, and the stench of death is everywhere, and it fills my lungs with despair. And I have this hat covering my hair. But in all seriousness, I hope you get your breath back. And as soon as you get your breath back, let me know. She's blown away from your hands. Now that, and it's all caps. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm not even gonna read sarcasm into that, because when we start reading sarcasm into an all caps comment, that's just asking for trouble. Why are you so broken, Yvonne? Tell me about why you're so broken. Did something happen? Oh man, shit. That's bad news. Relatable. I mean, we've all had some tough shit go down. It's a fucked up year. Pardon my French dialect there, but it's 2021's kind of just as messed up as 2020, to be honest with you. Well, that's heavy duty. I'm just gonna have a sip of my goblet. Oh, does looking at my metal goblet cheer you up at all? Hang on. Why does your heart hurt? Why does your heart hurt, Yvonne? So yeah, that's I don't know, that's heavy duty. Really sorry to hear that. God, I suck at this fucking social media shit, man. Just put Band-Aid, it'll be fine. Hey man, that's not cool. Band-Aids and hearts don't mix. Where are you from? Myself, I'm from Vancouver. Vancouver area. How about yourself, Angel? You in Canada? Silly gooses. Yeah, yeah, they're a bunch of silly gooses, hey? Yeah, for sure. That's good. Hopefully you cheer up a little bit. Whatever's breaking your heart there, Yvonne. It's like, honestly, like, like 3 years ago. Okay, let me tell you a little story. You guys want to hear a little story? But 3 years ago, I was engaged, and it was a whole big thing. I proposed. We were doing activism, and I proposed on a bridge while we were doing activism, and totally surprised her, and it was this beautiful moment, anyways. And we were on a road trip, and yeah. But we lived in different countries. I was in Canada, she's in the USA. So it turns out, unbeknownst to me, she wasn't as faithful as I was hoping. So yeah, that was heartbreaking. I don't think I've ever told that on the air before. So anyway, you got that out of me, Yvonne. So I hope that helps. I could say that was 3 years ago. So I mean, time heals all wounds. I really couldn't give a shit anymore. It's something you don't forget. something, you know, but you get over it. It's just time does heal all wounds, and that's a fact, you know. Yeah, that's all right. Just, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, I hope that helped you, because it kind of bummed me out. It's like, holy shit. Like, I remember like the highs and the lows of that whole time, you know. It was like, wow, I'm, you know, finally met the person of my dreams, and, you know, yes, it does heal. But yeah, you think you met the person of your dreams, and yeah, you just, like you say, you know, makes you stronger. But it also, you know, without, you know, I would be disingenuous if I didn't point out the fact that it does sort of, when these things happen, it does kind of harden your heart a little bit. I mean, I'm a lot less likely to open up and try that again. You know, I mean, you know, of course, obviously I've had relationships since then and everything. But as far as like letting someone get that deep into my heart, you know, it's, that's a work in progress. You know, we'll see how that goes, you know. But, you know, I tend to believe, I've always believed there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for you, Yvonne, absolutely. There's somebody out there for me. Hard to believe, you know, you know, I mean, I think my chances improved the moment I got this metal goblet. Like, now that I have a metal goblet, I think things are going to turn around. But all joking aside, fuck, I don't know, man. Yeah, you know, there's somebody out there for everybody. But I mean, I've been holding on to that idea for, God, over 40 years. You know, I'm in my late 40s now, and that's why I thought I'd found my person. You know, a couple times, had a couple close calls or whatever, but that time I was like, I swear I found my person. You know, you know, my buddies were telling me, you know, like the red flag went up. She got my hashtag tattooed on her ankle after our second date, and I thought, wow, that's flattering. That's pretty cool. But everyone was like, whoa, red flag, psycho, and turns out they were right. You know, it's like, I guess, you know, the thing about people and some people personality types is they come on strong. Like, it's like, all I care about is this right now. Like, all I care about. And then they're obsessed right up until the second they're not. And then they just throw whatever it is away. And in some cases, like in that case, it was a human being. You just, boop, okay, well, that was freaking awesome for 6 months. And, you know, on to the next, you know. So turns out it was some greasy biker dude. And I think she's kicked him to the curb by now too. So some people are just like that, you know. And hey, you know what? If you want to be with as many people as you want, that is awesome, and I support that. But the problem lies when you lead them to believe that you love them or that they're the one for you forever. That, you know, I mean, I don't know you. I'm the type of person, I only really know what you show me or what you tell me. I'm not really good at reading between the lines. So when you get my fucking hashtag tattooed on your ankle after our second date and tell me you love me, I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. That's my person. Like, yeah, okay, like, settled. It's done. But, you know, apparently they do cover-ups on tattoos now. Did you guys know about that? You can actually get these tattoos covered up, and especially if it's, you know, just like a word on an ankle. So, I've actually, funny story, I've had two tattoos covered up, and they were both for women. But they're both covered up with pretty badass animal rights tattoos now. So, you know, sometimes a rose does grow out of a dirt pile. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you watching. And Yvonne, I hope this helped in some way, even, you know, just to let you know that you're not alone. And you know, you know, we're all in this together. We're all here in TikTok, and we're all, you know, I don't know what time it is where you're at, Yvonne. It's 4:18 in the morning here, and you know, what the hell, you know, it's a good way to, you know, connect with people. And But I'm kind of running out of this monologue. I don't got a lot left to say. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. You're a sweet one too, and I hope you guys will tune in next time or follow me. If you anybody who follows me, I'll follow you back, and let's catch up on and like each other's videos and stuff. And you know, I do. You know, my account is mostly for animal rights. I mean, I actually avoided social media up until about 6 years ago. And thanks, Angel. I hope you have an amazing day too. But yeah, I only started social media just because I went vegan, and I decided that this would be a good platform, a good way to sort of get the message out. You know, I mean, there's a million freaking vegans out there saying a million vegan messages, but the thing is, I thought because well, I am in my 40s, and I'm not like your typical vegan, the typical whatever the typical vegan is. I'm not, and I was going to say unfortunately, but because I don't tend to I don't know. I've had some disagreements. Like, people in the vegan community tend to like, there's been a few that sort of ostracized me locally because I'm not on board with all of their politics. I mean, so it's just it is what it is. But the bottom line is, I can bring something different for the animals. So, you know what I mean? That's my whole shtick. That's all I care about is if I can save one animal by helping somebody to see the truth about factory farming, about hunting, about fishing, about what it's doing to our planet, our home. It's never mind that the fact that the animal itself suffers and dies horribly. It's animal agriculture is one of the most toxic things happening to our planet right now, and that's just a fact. You don't have to be a 17-year-old swimsuit model vegan cupcake person to know that. I mean, you can be anybody. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your outside beliefs, whether you believe in a god or whether you're a communist. None of that stuff matters. We can all kind of work together to help the planet, help the animals, just by leaving them off our plate. That's like the first step. The first step is to leave them off your plate. I've been doing that for 7 years, and I love it. I love it. I love being able to look at myself in the mirror and realize, well, hey, I'm not a perfect human being. I might have made some mistakes today, or I might have been a little bit cross with somebody or impatient in traffic, but at least I didn't contribute to the murder of animals. So it's a good start. And I will say, as somebody that's kind of lived on the streets and have had a rough life in the past, with alcoholism and stuff, I can say that going vegan was the first step in sort of opening my eyes to a greater world around me. I'm kinder to people around me. I enjoy making others feel good. Like, if I can sort of say something, even if it makes me look stupid, even if I say something and the person's thinking, oh, that guy's an idiot, but he walks away laughing and having a little smile, that's worth it to me. I don't take myself so seriously that I can't be, have a laugh made at my expense. If you actually go onto my page and look at my last, I think I put three videos. I had to do it 3 parts, but it's I relate sort of an experience that happened to me 20 years ago, and so yeah, these things, they stick with you. When people are mean to you, when somebody says something incredibly cruel to you, it can stay with you for your whole life. Like, I still remember things that were said to me when I was 5 years old. That you never really quite get over. No matter how many goblets you collect, you still remember that shit. I mean, I think that's one of the things. I mean, I joke about this stupid goblet I'm holding, but that's one of the things. I collected stuff. I mean, when I was a kid, I collected Star Wars stuff. When I collected Kiss stuff, and it was like metal stuff. And I collected Jordans. I had like a whole shitload of Jordans I never wear anymore. And lately I've been collecting sunglasses, and ultimately the reason for that is when I look deeply into it, it's simply a distraction. In other words, it's trying to fill some sort of a hole, like a void inside of me with collecting. And I can say that honestly. I mean, it's, hey Molly, how's it going? Superman the dog, that's a cool name. Um, but yeah, so anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But folks just tuning in, I'm gonna shut this down for now. But thank you, Yvonne, and Angel and everybody else who are tuning in. Hey Molly, I'm 49. How about yourself? Yvonne, people can easily be mean, although I believe they're just hurting. Thank you, Yvonne. That's exactly, there's a saying, they say, hurt people, right? So people hurt people, hurt people. I don't know. I'm not 14. Right on. Yeah, right on, Molly. That's cool. Are you a vegan? You probably, because if you're watching this, you probably animal rights type person as well. Um, but yeah, Yvonne, sorry to get back to you there. Yeah, it's so true. If I think at times in my life when I was mean to people, holy shit, like it was because something was wrong inside of me. Like even if I'm having a bad day at work and someone kind of pisses me off, well then I'll turn it around sometimes. And if I don't watch myself, I'll be an asshole to somebody else. But the first step is to be aware of that trait. And I know I have that trait, so I try to nip it in the bud before I get to that point. And part of that comes with age too. I mean, when I was Molly's age, for example, I was an asshole. And the reason I was an asshole is because I was hurting. I was hurting, like, not only like just bigger kids at school or whatever, but maybe misunderstandings at home and stuff. And so I remember one time, like, if there's this one kid, Tool. I hate to say it. No, Tool is kind of like a no go for me. I think if I was someone who smoked more weed, I would listen to Tool because I admit that their music is really good. It just kind of, I find it kind of bores me. Like I was always more like in like the thrash and the Slayer, like Slayer and Megadeth and DRI and more recently Municipal Waste and oh shit, I didn't mean to call you out, Angel. And you know what? I wasn't trying to stereotype Tool fans. Um, but I do think that that mindset, definitely, like, it's a calm sort of certain vibe to really get into it and understand the music. Because I mean, and maybe that's a failing on my part. Like maybe when I'm listening to that stuff, maybe I'm just more shallow about it. I'm just like want something to sort of hype me up and feel good and get that energy going. Whereas Tool, what's another one like that? The Deftones. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on the freaking Deftones. I went to a Ozfest '99 one year and was a great day. But what they had was Godsmack and the Deftones and like Slayer was right in between them. Um, yeah, so Slayer. So it was like I had to sit through Godsmack, I think, and then finally Slayer came on. So I was like run up, had a great time washing and all that, and then so that happened. I'm all hyped up, and then they put the Deftones on, and they just droned and droned and droned for like fucking hour probably. It was like, okay, if I ever hear the Deftones again, I'm changing the channel. And you know what? That was 20 years ago, and to this day, I still change the channel on that band. And again, I mean, I don't deny that they're good musicians. They're obviously great musicians. I mean, they have millions of fans. But it's just, that's the thing about art, and music is art. It's not, it's not going to be for everybody. It's like some people love daffodils, whereas other people love lilies, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Um, and thank you for joining me on Flower Talk here, Jason Viganicus. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some real metal, but I'm a sucker for drainy music. I've seen Godsmack. Yeah, no, fair enough. And here's the thing, like, I haven't given them a chance ever since that day. So I mean, maybe if I put on some Godsmack, maybe I'd like it now. You know, that's the thing too. Like times change. Um, there's certain bands over the years that I used to hate, and then now I'm like, oh yeah, they're not so bad actually. But there's certain bands that'll never ever, like U2 or U2 or like Elton John or Bruce Springsteen. They they they'll they're always an instant channel changer for me. Godsmack was a free ticket. Yeah, there you go. Free tickets rule. Nope. I won Primus tickets one time, and walked out of there a Primus fan. It was on the radio, and they just called in. It was like Fox Monday Metal. They're giving away Primus tickets, so I called in and answered some trivia question. Next thing I was going to Primus. It was freaking awesome. It was such a good concert. So yeah, you don't say no to a free ticket. Yvonne, thank you. Interesting hat. Vegan. Yeah, vegan AF. Interesting. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. It was actually, I told a story a little while ago about being engaged or whatever, and I don't often wear this hat anymore because it was from her. We actually had matching hats just like this, and so for that reason I don't wear it as much. But I got to be honest, like enough time has gone by that I can separate the memory of the person to the fact that it's just a cool hat. I mean, it's winter time. It's got a pretty good message. It's a bold message. And yeah, so that's the bottom line, you know. But thank you for commenting. And okay, well, hey, this has been awesome. This actually went a lot better than I thought it would. Thank you, everyone, for talking to me and listening to me and chiming in with some epic comebacks. Thank you, Yvonne and Angel. I appreciate that. And I hope you're feeling a little better, Yvonne, or hopefully you're actually feeling a lot better. I mean, sometimes just being able to talk and have somebody listen to you, sometimes that's enough, you know. It's not always going to be enough. I mean, there's some problems that require, you know, serious consideration and follow through. But then other times, you know, just knowing that somebody empathizes and somebody cares, sometimes that's enough. And I do care, and I hope that you're you know, going to feel better. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna sign. Yes, right on, Angel. Right on. Let's look at that. Angel, you rock. Seriously. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna hang up. I must be old. I'm gonna hang up now. Dial me back in the morning, okay? But peace out, everybody. And you follow, you guys. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I don't know how to do that. So maybe I can do that right here. Angel, follow. Okay, now I'm following Angel.